Hello and welcome to my channel. This is a reading for Gemini. Gemini, this is your 2022 overall energy reading. We're going to take a look at not just January of 2022, but we're going to look at the entire year. I'm doing like an annual outlook spread here, and it's designed to look like a clock. So we're going to start at 1 o'clock, which is January, and we're going to move all the way to 12 o'clock, which is December. I've also pulled 2 additional cards. I pulled a card for your overall energy and theme for your love and romance in 2022, and I pulled a card for your overall energy and theme for your work and finances for 2022. So we'll talk about those momentarily. I'm using a multitude of cards today, tarot cards today. I will put all the information in the description box if you're interested in the cards that I'm using. As you can see, I've already shuffled and pulled your cards, so let's get started, Gemini. So the overall energy and theme for your love and romance for the year of 2022 is going to be children. Your love life is being affected by children. So we're going to see what that means. Some of you may have kids, may want to have kids, but let's see how that ties into your reading. The overall energy and theme for your work and finance in 2022 is Page of Cups. So lots of new little projects, new ideas, new business endeavors that are going to be new that maybe need to get off the ground. So we're going to see what that means. So we're going to start with January, and I pulled 3 cards for January. I've only pulled 1 card for each month thereafter, but for January I pulled 3 cards. So January, you have the Sun card, you have, let's see, the Knight of Coins, or the same as the Knight of Pentacles, and then you have the 4 of Swords. All right, so let's see what that means. Let's break that down. So in a work situation, I feel like you've been working hard, and you might find yourself wanting to take some time off. So with this 4 of Swords, this means taking a break, taking a mental health day, taking a break, taking a vacation. I feel like with this, you have the Knight of Coins. You've been working really hard. The Knight of Coins is a hard worker. The Knight of Coins is that go-to person. Maybe, you focus a lot on work, and you haven't really been focusing a lot on maybe love and your family. So, you might find yourself kind of being a little bit exhausted and needing to take a break. So I feel like some of you might be taking a break, and again, what does the break do? It rejuvenates us. So you're gonna benefit from taking a break. You're gonna rejuvenate yourself. Some of you may have already taken that break and will be coming back. Maybe during December you took some time off of work for the holidays to spend with your family, and you're gonna come back renewed and refreshed. So that's what I see work, and I feel like this work kind of ties into love and romance. I don't see this as like a new romance or anything like that. I mean, I do think that I'm talking to Geminis who have been away and not really paying too much attention to their family and their love life because of hard work. I feel like you've been focusing more on work rather than your family, and so I feel like you are going to take time off to renew that energy with your family. And again, if this hasn't already happened, it's going to happen. So that's just what I see for you, Gemini. I just feel like it's all about family and taking care of your family and being around for your family, especially kids. Maybe that ties into this, this card right here. Maybe we're seeing that already with your children. Your love life is being affected by your children. So maybe being away from home is causing an issue. Maybe your mate needs more support when it comes to the children. If you work so much and one partner is always at home with the kids, that causes a little stress. So I feel like just overall, I think your work is, is kind of melting in with your love life and your home life and your family life. And I feel like some of you are taking time out to be with your family, or some of you have, and you're returning, and you're going to be feeling good. You're feeling revived and rejuvenated, and your family's feeling the same way. Not just you feeling revived and rejuvenated at work, but I think it brought a rejuvenation with you and your family also. Let's see if I see anything else with this. I do feel like maybe a retirement. That Four of Swords could mean that, some of you might be contemplating retiring. Again, taking a step back. So this could definitely mean retirement. But that's what I see in January. So we'll go ahead and move on to February. February, you have the Knight of Swords. So I think in a love situation, some of you might find yourself kind of moving away from love right now. Maybe it's a little bit much. The Knight of Swords could be a little bit rough, a little bit bossy. The Knight of Swords could have a temper. So when we're talking about love, I just feel like, for those of you who are single, you might be kind of running away. Okay, not now. Now's not the time for love for you. I think in a work situation, I think you're running toward something. I think you're, running toward the challenge of new projects. You'll be busy and you'll be, ready and willing to take on new projects. You'll find yourself, taking on new things and up for the challenge in February. But on the love end, no, it's something. If you're single, you're just really not really interested in it. If you're with someone who has this energy, you might find yourself, arguing. If you're with someone who has that Knight of Swords energy, you might find yourself arguing and having disagreements, with your partner in February. So March is Six of Wands. So I feel like recognition. So for those of you who have been working on projects and taking on additional duties at work, I feel like this is being recognized, and all eyes are on you. Maybe the spotlight, you'll have the spotlight projects, different things that you want to present. You might find yourself presenting things and getting the spotlight, but I just feel like it's at work, you're going to be recognized for a job well done. So look for lots of recognition in March. When it comes to romance, you might, kind of be fixated on someone. You might be putting someone on a pedestal. You might find yourself interested in someone, and that if for you that person is appearing larger than life, or you just might be. This could be a card of arrogance too, and you could be in a relationship and you feel it's all about you. So watch yourself. If you're in a connection already, and maybe you're demanding a little bit too much of attention, and maybe you're putting too much of the spotlight is on you, and maybe you should project some of that onto your person. But I really just see this being maybe you have your eyes on someone and you've got that person kind of up there on a pedestal and they're larger than life. Lots of attention being put on someone. And again, when it comes to work, it's more of you being recognized for your hard work. So in April, we have the Ace of Cups. So new beginnings. So if you're single, some of you Geminis can find yourself being in a new relationship, starting a new relationship, starting something new. Maybe those of you running away from romance could now find romance. If you had someone who ran away from you, now is the time you'll start, having new connections in love. Same thing with the job. If you're applying for a job, the Ace of Cups means that, you will most likely get the job. It's a new connections, new emotional connections, working with people. So it looks like April is going to be a good month to start something new. Again, a new relationships with people. Okay. So now we're in May. May, you have the Strength card. So the Strength card is really being silent and kind of holding in your emotions. So you might have things that you find yourself being in an energy where you're kind of annoyed and you have things that you want to say, but you hold back. It might be if you're in a marriage or a connection, you're kind of like, biting your tongue. It's biting your tongue energy. It's like wanting to rush towards something, but stopping yourself. So when we're talking and communicating with people, this can be work or love. You're just kind of holding back and not really saying what you really truly mean. Also in love, you could be wanting to, move things or hoping that things, are moving faster. You can find yourself wanting to move quicker towards someone, but kind of holding back, just waiting to see how things turn out. So the energy for May is like biting your tongue, not really speaking your piece, holding back. what it is that you are trying to say. And the Strength card is literally a card of being strong. So you might have to, go deep and find your strength. You might be involved in negative situations, and this card calls for you to be strong during those times. So it's really going to be a month where you're going to have to be strong, and you're going to have to, hold it together and keep it down. Again, verbally, just watch what you say, hold back, and wait for the right time to speak your piece. All right, so now we're halfway through the year. June, you got the Lovers, which is the sixth major arcana, and I think that's fitting for June. And you got the Lovers. So the Lovers is about choice. It could mean two things: being in love, or choices. So you might find this is mid-year point where you're in a situation where you're going to have to start making choices. Choices about what you want to do in the future, choices about your family, choices about what it could be anything. So don't be surprised if you find yourself in June having to make some major choices. When it comes to love, you might have to make choices in love. Maybe you have multiple choices and you're gonna have to figure out who you want to be with. But I think that the Lovers means that you're gonna choose the one who you feel like you should be with, the one who you feel like is your soulmate. The Lovers is like soulmate energy. You're meant to be together. So if you're single, I feel like some of you, this might be a time where you with this Ace of Cups, maybe this person that you met back with this Ace of Cups, what is that, in April, it might evolve to a higher level of love, actual love, and expressing your feelings of love. The very next month, July, you have the Ten of Cups. So again, I think some of you will meet your soulmate in 2022 and decide to start a family. Decide that this is who you want to be with. You're going to feel like family to this person. It's going to be great. And I think some of you might end up starting a family together. I don't see the marriage card here, but the Ten of Cups definitely means that you could be married. This is a family person. If you're already married, I feel like there's going to be peace and harmony in your family life. When it comes to work, this means just working with people, getting along, being treated wonderful. Family, theoretically is supposed to be warm, open, and accepting. So if you have that energy at work, that's wonderful. You're going to have lots of good energy and vibes with your co-workers, but your family life is going to be harmonious as well. You may not be millionaires, but you're going to have what you need to support your family. Okay, we go back over here to this Knight of Coins, working hard. You're going to be okay. And then, let's see, August, you have Temperance. So Temperance is about balance. So I feel like, there's going to be harmony. Your life is going to be harmonious, so where you were working hard, you're not going to really have to work as hard as much. You're going to have a comfortable family life. And I think when you get to August, you're going to sit back and you're going to be very comfortable. Whoever you're with romantically, you're going to feel like you were meant to be with this person. Everything's going to be in balance, in harmony. I don't see anything major happening. It might just be a month of relaxation, of again sitting back and appreciating what you have and feeling that life is balanced. Everything's looking good. And then in September, you're going to have a little conflict. September is going to bring that Five of Swords energy. So there's going to be some sort of stress that some of you Geminis will encounter in September. It's not a breakup card at home. You might, there might be some arguments, going on at home. If you're in this relationship with this Knight of Swords, there might be arguing and saying things that are not really nice to each other. Even if you're in a harmonious relationship, you could find that in September there's a little stress, and there might be stress because of other factors, that's going on in your life. So at work, you might find yourself being in situations where you're competing with other people. People are kind of having that backstab energy. Maybe there's policies changing and it's causing you headaches. So September is just, a lot. Maybe you're overworked and, there's some stress that's going on. So just be on the lookout for that energy in September. I don't feel that it's anything major, just things that cause us basic headaches. In October, you have the Page of Cups. So this is again starting new projects for work. This should be a good month for work. You might be thinking of different things, like thinking outside the box ideas, trying to come up with different innovative things at work if you work in that type of environment where you can be creative. If it's love, if you're not in a connection, you could be, finding that you are like romantically attracted to someone. Brand new energy. Page of Cups is like puppy love, so nothing serious, just like the beginnings of realizing that you like someone and trying to figure out how you're going to move toward that person. That's for if you're single, and if you're in a connection, it's just a romantic time. Lots of romance going on between you and your partner. So October is a good lovey-dovey type month. Just wonderful feelings and a good time to be creative. And then we get into November, and you have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles could be, if you're a Gemini, especially if you're a younger Gemini, and you're getting ready to get out there in the world. Some of you might be moving out for the first time, getting your first real job for the first time. Just the Page of Pentacles has goals and starts working on those goals. So the page has a long way to go before he or she gets to the King of Pentacles status. But it's knowing where you're going, having a game plan, and implementing that game plan and moving toward it. The Page of Pentacles knows that they want to get a good job, they want to get married, they want to buy a house. They know all these things. They have goals. So if you're a Gemini who's, just starting out in life, this means that you're headed down the right path. And you could be, again, a Gemini who's already in a connection, you already have kids, or in a family way, whatever that might be. The bottom line is where you're going. You might not have any of that, but you have a job, and you have your eye on the prize. You want to elevate through the company, and so you're going to start working on those things and making them happen. The Page of Wands in the workplaces, the Page of Pentacles in the workplace is that person who you look over and they just move through the system. They're the ones volunteering for projects and volunteering for different things because they want to elevate through the company. So that's the energy that you're going to be in, Gemini, in November, just moving forward. And then you're ending the year with a great card with the World. So everything's going to come full circle for you. So everything that you've been working hard on and whatever goals that you have, you're going to accomplish those goals. You're going to reach the completion of everything that you were going for and move on to the next level in life. So it's just the best card, I feel, to end the annual reading on the World. So you have just reached every goal, made every goal that you wanted to, whether it's in love, work. I mean, you're to the point where you are, like I said, this page is trying to get to a certain level. You're going to get there. You're going to reach your goal by the end of the world, and there's going to be the end of the year, and there's going to be lots of changes, positive changes coming your way. So you should see, 2023 should be a spectacular year. Some of you, again, the World ending. So I think I mentioned retirement there at the beginning of the year. So some of you might be putting in those retirement paperwork at the beginning of the year, and then by the end of the year you retire. If it's not you, it's somebody that you know. So be on the lookout for that. So we're going to go back, and again, the overall energy for the year is children. Your love life is being affected by children. So I think that we saw that earlier on, with you doing what you need to do to make sure your family has everything your family needs, and taking time out to, spend time with your family here with this 10 of Cups. starting a family. So I think that's what that card means. There's going to be major changes in your family life. And then with the Page of Cups, again, new ideas. We're going to see, we saw that here in October. So we're going to see this Page of Cups energy here in October. But I think we saw it all the way around with new projects, moving toward new projects, being willing to take them on. Page of Pentacles, knowing where you want to go. So I think that's really fitting energy, new things when it comes to your work and finance and creative endeavor. So that's what I see for 2022 for you, Gemini. I thank you so much. I wish you the best of luck. I hope all of this stuff comes to fruition for you. And I wish you a very happy new year. And thank you for stopping by, and have a wonderful day.